Greetings, teacher candidates. Before you start on these online versions of the class, I'm going to try my best to give you some help, some instruction prior to getting into these areas, and maybe a little background on some of the reading we're doing. Tonight's session, or today's session if you will, is focused on two main concepts. One is the Vitto book, sorry about that, the Vitto book, which, as you might be able to tell, it is a mainstay in my practice, and I really advise you to make it a mainstay in your practice as well. Let me talk a little bit about this book. The title, Relationship-Driven Classroom Management, is key to your ability to create an environment where all students are most likely to succeed. What you are to read for this session is Chapter 1. And Chapter 1 is all about resilience. Fellow teachers, page 8 and page 9 ask questions of you. Questions that I want you to read about the answers and think deeply about what you believe. Can teachers foster resilience? There's a great answer. You can see I have it highlighted in yellow. Read that carefully. Do you believe what is being written here? Do you believe the research? Is it our job to help students be effective learners? What are you reading? What do you believe? Is it our job to maximize student learning? I'm really interested in what you're going to say about these things when you complete your thoughts on this session. There's something very, very important that I will read to you that is on page, get my eyes here, on page 11. You can see I have it circled in blue as a very, very important concept here. So we're talking about this idea throughout this book of creating this classroom, this caring classroom. But care is shown in many ways. So you're going to have a number of methodologies shared of how to let the students know that you care about them. But this is so important in the middle of this page. Students need appropriate consistency, structure, and behavior limits to develop resilience. Classroom management strategies that are inconsistent, harsh, coercive, and reactive, and those that lack empathy and understanding hinder the development of resilience through caring relationships. Teachers, it is your job to provide that structure. It's part of caring. It's part of resilience. And we'll get more into that later in this book and at your site schools. I'm moving over now to page 12. And at the top of page 12, you'll see another section in which I've highlighted in pink and circled in blue that I really want you to think about and I really want you to respond to. When we allocate precious instructional time to a student's strengths and interests rather than on remediating weaknesses, we send a powerful and affirming message to our students. Please read this section. Please think deeply about it. It's incredibly important.